happen if Brady had been traded to
Go to Swagoo first. Look at this man's face. Go to Swagoo first, please. I didn't hear what Swagoo got to say.
I just thought he was frozen or something.
He's in shock. He's in shock.
Swagoo,
That's the problem.
What are your thoughts?
I'm going to give you a day in the life, Graz. You went to Georgetown, okay? You went to Georgetown. And when Patrick Ewing went on his visit to the University of Georgetown, and Coach John Thompson walked in front of the student body and said, "Nah, we good. We don't want the best center we done seen in the last 100 years in basketball." Graz, what the hell would your reaction have been as a part of that student body really wanting to win some basketball games?
I don't know how old you think I am, but this is well before my time at Georgetown. But again, hypothetically, would have been upset. I'm thinking John doesn't necessarily go to the Hall of Fame if that's what happened, right?
Or Phil Jackson saying, "Nah, we good. Don't worry about Michael Jordan. We good. We don't need him." This is equivalent. I'm not playing. I'm not kidding. This is very equivalent. And also, he had already won 6 Super Bowls. Mm-hmm. Jon Gruden said no. Think about this. Pass it on to Sacho and Kimberly. Jon Gruden said no to the greatest quarterback to ever play in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And everybody acting like that the Dana White part of the deal is the big story. No, it's not. The big part of the story is that somebody didn't want Tom Brady to come quarterback their team.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got to admit, it's an unconventional source, Dana White, on this stuff. He's not often breaking NFL news, but Sacho, what do you think about that? How are you as vexed as Swagoo is over this?
I'm not as vexed as Swagoo. I feel Swagoo's vexed completely, and I get it. The only reason I say that is I take a different angle. My angle is this. Tampa Bay was the perfect place for Tom. Like, that's what I believe. Defensively, from a defensive standpoint, from a receiver standpoint, from a head coach.
This is just say anything Monday.
It could have gone anywhere. Tom Brady can win anywhere. Tom Brady can win anywhere. But Tampa was also a perfect place for Tom. So I'm saying it worked out in the best of ways.
Sacho, that is not the issue.
But we ain't talking about Tom Brady and his decision.
Tampa Bay the best place for Tom.
Gruden made a horrible decision. There's no way around it. Gruden made a horrible decision.
We are talking, Sacho, about Jon Gruden. Ineptitude. That is what we are talking about. That is the main idea. That is the lead of this story, okay? Forget Tampa Bay. Forget Dana White. You had an opportunity, and you said, nah.
Yeah.
I'm okay. We don't need that guy. We don't need that guy. Jon Gruden, the same guy who, when he got the job, said at the combine, "I want to go back to the 1950s where all we do is run the ball." Like, now we know why he should not have a job. Like that, it all makes sense. He should have been fired off of that.
KM, imagine this, Sacho. Imagine I come on Get Up, and me and you going down the history of sports. And I say, you know what, Sacho? I don't want Bo Jackson. You know what? I don't want Deion Sanders. I don't want Wayne Gretzky. I don't want Jim Brown. I don't want Jim Thorpe. I don't want any of these guys. I don't want Babe Ruth, the great Bambino. I don't want Hank Aaron.
None of them.
Willie Mays, you can go play. None of them. Are you kidding me, bro? I don't care if Tom Brady made the right decision. He won a Super Bowl. We all know it was the right decision. Yes. For any coach in the NFL to say that they don't want Tom Brady is the biggest story in NFL history. Okay? Let's move on, DG.
I want to get Sacho.
I didn't plan on my nerves getting bad this morning.
Oh, man.
Sacho, you got anything else on this, or should we move on?
I mean, they're right. The lead is the lead, right? Like anybody, you can't. You're there's
done.
No other
more
words to say.
No
Let's
more.
move on.
No more.
Okay. Thank you, Sacho,
I've completely lost control of this segment, so I'm going to go to a different one. Hey, this is called QB Takeaways. Swagoo, what'd you see from Mac Jones this weekend?
I thought Mac was good, man. Obviously, his decision-making is on point. Great throw down the sideline. Then we're trying to take away a lot of things from these guys, understanding that they're very limited offensively. So all you really want to see is that their own read, their own point, they're building some rapport with their wide receivers, and it seems to be working out.
Sacho, what'd you see from Trevor Lawrence?
I was impressed by Trevor Lawrence. Obviously, went against the first-team defense, but there were 2 throws that I loved. That was the first one, and not every quarterback can make that throw over the corner who's in cover 3. And so for me, I love that throw, and I love this next throw. I called it the cheese, not even necessarily a cheese route, but
if y'all can hear me, let the church say amen.
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 Okay.
Amen.
Okay. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back, the goo. Okay, listen, I don't know that. Okay, but what I will say is if we looking for Patrick Mahomes to have his best year ever, y'all know that's 51 touchdowns, league MVP, Super Bowl MVP, and he might have to deliver a baby on the way to the stadium before he play the game. That's what we're talking about. And listen, I have had no concern about this offense as far as if they'll get in sync and they'll be high power. Pat Mahomes is the quarterback. Travis Kelce is still there. Andy Reid, I've heard a lot of you guys talk about that. I want to see those moments when we saw Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes at their best, doing the things that very few could do in this league. And I'm talking about critical situations. Third downs, like when I throw you the ball for a 5-yard pass and you take it 80 and we win the game, or at the end of a Super Bowl when I scramble around and I throw it up and knowing that you're going to be behind everybody because of that elite speed. That's what I'm waiting to see. So I don't know if Pat has his best year ever. He set the bar pretty high with the 50 touchdown season, but I do think he's in line to have a very successful year. And he may have a chip on his shoulder about Tyreek Hill being gone, which may make him press forward a little bit more than we've seen in the past.
Absolutely possible. Kimberly, what are you expecting from the Chiefs?
You know, if you're Patrick Mahomes, imagine. So many people were writing you off last year. So many people were talking about, oh, the Chiefs offense, oh, it stinks. He's not as good. Oh, the Chiefs they're done. Now we come back this preseason, it's like, oh, could Patrick Mahomes have his best season ever? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? That's why last year I thought all that chatter was just crazy, because just the year before we were talking about how Patrick Mahomes is the greatest thing since sliced bread. So, again, I agree with the swagoo. Topping 2018, the 50 TDs and the 5,000+ yards, I don't think he's touching that.
That's a lie.
But he makes everything look so easy that we don't stop and consider how difficult it is to be Patrick Mahomes, because he makes it look so effortless. He will have a phenomenal year. I think he's in the running for MVP. I actually agree that Josh Allen will edge him, though. But this is a team where Patrick Mahomes even admitted last year he was frustrated. He knew he wasn't at his best. And he still, if you look at his stats, he still had a good season, but not Patrick Mahomes level. Yeah. Now you've got a guy who can get open in Juju. You've got a speedster in MVS. You've got, the best tight end in the NFL in Travis Kelce. This team, and you don't have this security of just saying, you know what, I'm going to chuck it, because screw it, Tyreek's down there. Yeah. Sato said, Tyreek who? So clearly we should not be worried about the Chiefs. I think they are still the team to beat in the AFC West. Yeah, I'm just trying to get Sacho to tone down the hyperbole. Just a little bit. Turn the volume down just a little bit.
So when I was watching the game, I'm just saying, like, I get it, but when you're watching, I'm like, man, it didn't feel like he missed anything, right? And people have been saying it's going to be a different kind of season. It's not going to be the huge plays. It'll be more methodical drives. As we were watching that game, I'm like, man, this is what everyone has been saying. It's not going to be the huge plays, but I saw a 12-play completely in control. I saw another 12-play in control. I saw the week before in the preseason against the Bears completely in control. And so for me, like, Tyreek Hill is Tyreek Hill, but this offense is still going to be a high-powered offense. It'll just look different.
Yep.
All right, we got to leave it there on Mahomes and the Chiefs for now. I want you guys to check out this eye candy. This is from the Browns preseason game. This is backup quarterback Joshua Dobbs. He is going to face some pressure, and they're going to rip part of his jersey off.
What material is that? What undershirt material are these guys wearing? What is
30 yards on this play. What do we think?
I wish he would have finished it, though, at the end. Like, this was, everything over here is amazing. Outstanding. Didn't expect this from Josh Dobbs. I want to see the end, though.